strap, or even like a band to tie anything, we're going to use that at the very end of class. So if you need to grab anything, go ahead and grab it now. If you don't have anything, that's fine too. It's just going to get us a little bit deeper into our stretching. All right, you good? Hello, happy Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and a very happy and safe 4th. I don't know about the both of you, but for some reason I feel like I did a bunch of stuff this weekend and I'm super tired and I don't know why. So today's class is just going to be a really nice slow flow. We're going to take our time, really concentrate on our breath, hold a few postures, and do some nice stretching at the end, which is why I said if you have like a strap or tie or anything that we can kind of use just to get a little bit deeper. So when you are ready, join me on your mat. We're going to be cross-legged. Take a second just to move around that fleshy area. Be nice and grounded. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Sit up tall. And a couple of shoulder rolls up and down your back. Towards your ears and down. And one more time. Go ahead and bow your head or close your eyes. And start to take inventory of how your body feels. Notice any tension or tightness. Notice if you feel tired, if you feel anxious, if there's anything on your mind, let it go. Let go of anything that doesn't serve you for the next 60 minutes. Allow yourself to tune in to what you need. Begin to listen to your breath. Deepen each inhale and elongate each exhale that you take. Using your full lung capacity, fill your body and release. Continue this breathing pattern throughout class. Take note of any thoughts that travel through your mind, acknowledge them and let them go. On your next inhale, begin to lift your gaze, open up your eyes. And as you inhale this time, raise your arms up to a T and pause. Flex your hands almost as if you were pushing against two walls. Take a breath. And as you exhale, flip your fingers down, keeping your hands flexed. Breathe in, fingertips back up. Breathe out, fingertips down. Just getting some rotation here in the shoulders. Continuing to breathe. And then on your next inhale, raise your hands up, interlace your fingers, and take the palms of your hands to the ceiling. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, begin to fold over to the right. And then using a fluid breath over to the left. And continue this a few times, making sure your sit bones are grounded, swaying side to side with your breath. Give me just a moment, guys. I think someone's trying to join class, so give me just a sec. All right, perfect. And once you've done one more full side, so you've gone over to the right and over to the left, come back through center and release your hands down to your mat. Taking a gentle twist, left hand to right thigh, right fingertips tent behind you. Breathe in and exhale, gentle twist, breathe out. Real soft and easy here. And then glide back through center and take it over to the other side. So just let it be real fluid. Breathing in and twisting on your exhale. On your next exhale, come back through center and placing your hands on your knees or in front of you, we're going to take some circles. So as you inhale, sit up tall, puff up your chest, and as you exhale, begin to switch or turn over to the right side in a full circle. Taking this a few more times in this direction. Again, sit bones are grounded. And just kind of notice what's feeling in your upper body. And once you've gone about 3 to 4 times on the right, go ahead and take it over to the left, noticing what's happening on this side. Continue your breath and come back through center. And then still in our seated position, we're going to take cat-cows here. So again, hands in front of you or hands on your knees. Inhale, shoulders back, puff up your chest, gaze looks up. Exhale, draw your navel in, round through your upper body. 3 more times like this. Inhale up and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Come through center, and we're going to transition onto tabletop or all fours. So once you arrive, just getting into that alignment that feels good, making sure wrists and shoulders are in line, knees in line with hips. Go ahead and curl your toes under. Press into your finger pads. As you inhale, hover your knees off of your mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Draw your navel in, flat back. Inhale, hover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Last time, inhale, hover, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips high, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Loosen up any tightness in the backs of your legs. Shift your feet, your hands around to find that position that feels good for your body. And today, focus on really pushing against your mat to lengthen through your back so your tailbone, your hips come high. Focus less on getting your heels down on your mat. If you have to bend your knees to get that position, that long back, that's fine. You just want a real Long line from the crown of your head, traveling all the way up towards your tailbone. And once you arrive to down dog, let your head relax, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your next breath in, slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. And when you arrive, release into your forward fold. So once you arrive in your forward fold, you can stay in stillness or ragdoll your body from side to side. Just notice what your head is doing. If you're craning to look up, allow the front of your head to fall down, eyes towards your shins. And again, keeping a soft bend in your knees. And if you've ragdolled from side to side, go ahead and plant your hands down onto your mat. Bend your right knee, straighten through your left. Left hand comes in the middle of your mat as you inhale your right fingertips high. Keep your gaze down to protect your neck. And feel that pressing against your mat as you lengthen through that left leg. You can leave your hand high or you can bind it around your back. And then with a breath, inhale, release your hand down and right over to the other side. So left knee bends, right hand in the middle of your mat as you lift your left fingertips high. Feel as though someone is reaching your left hand and pulling you up. And staying here, or maybe you take that bind, taking that left hand, reaching it towards your right hip. Use your breath to release your hand down. Bending both knees, slowly begin to raise your body up. Going slower than you want to go. Stacking each vertebra. And then when you reach the top, 2 big shoulder rolls. Shoulders up towards your ears, down, up, and down. Palms face the front of the room, mountain pose. Feel the mat underneath you. Stand up tall, shoulders back, navel draws in. Close your eyes for 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Open your eyes. Bring your feet together, big toes to touch, slight part in your heels. Inhale, arms up to a V. And as you exhale, send your hips back, knees together, chair pose. Take a full breath here. Full breath out. Let's use our breath to flow from standing to chair. So as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, hips back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Last time. Exhale, release. Hands come to your heart. 2 breaths in chair. Keep your upper body lifted. Slight tuck of your tailbone. Reach those hips back, pressing your knees together. Inhale, send your prayer high. Exhale, hinge from your hips back to your forward fold. Step your right foot, then your left foot back. Staying in high plank or lower your knees for support. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, slowly lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into your mat, hands underneath your shoulders, hug your elbows in as you inhale through cobra. Nice and gentle, gaze looks ahead. Exhale to release. Let's do that again. Inhale, press against your mat, raising your upper body, shoulders back. And exhale to release. One more time, maybe you shift your fingertips back a little bit more to be in line with your breastbone. Again, hugging in your elbows. Inhale, press against your mat, straightening through your arms, shoulders back. Exhale to release. Bring your hands in front of you, and keeping your right hand out in front, take your left arm and weave it underneath your right shoulder. Your palm will be facing up, head or forehead to your mat. Exhale to release. Left arm reaches forward as you thread your right shoulder down onto your mat. Exhale to release. Hands walk back to your shoulders. Inhale your body back through tabletop. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Full inhale in. Full exhale out. On your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Lower your left knee behind you, coming to a low lunge. Take a minute to get situated, and then bring your body up. You're going to place your hands on top of your thigh and shift your hips back so that your left hip is in line with your left knee. Your hips are leveled, and you may need to walk that front foot back just a little bit so that you are lined up with your ankle, knee and ankle. Press against your upper thigh, squeezing your inner thighs together, relaxing your shoulders. Let's take another breath here. And then placing your hands to prayer at your heart, breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to take your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh, coming into a twist. Try to cycle that right hip back so it's still in line with your left hip. You can stay here. If you want to build a little heat, you can lift that left knee. One more inhale. And exhale, release your hands down and step back to downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, step your left foot forward, right knee comes down to your mat. When you feel stable, you're gonna go ahead and raise up, hands down onto your thigh, pushing against your thigh. taking those cues from the right side and applying them here to the left. Listen to your breath. And then hands will come to a prayer and you'll take your twist. So taking that right elbow over left thigh. And then your choice, you can stay here or lift that right knee up, just furthering into that lunge. A little bit more work for your legs, a little bit deeper in your twist. And on your next breath, go ahead, place your hands then onto your mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. And as you inhale, roll your body back out to your high or supported plank. And slowly exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you arrive, inhale through cobra. Shoulders back, legs engaged. Exhale to release. Inhale back through tabletop and all the way up to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, left knee down onto your mat. This time you're going to walk your left knee back slightly and toe heel your right foot to the right corner of your mat. Toes are going to point out a little bit past your mat. And you can stay high, just pressing against that right thigh. Or you can further into your lizard lunge by walking yourself down to your forearms. Wherever you are, just make sure that those right toes are facing out. And then you can keep that left knee on your mat, or again, you can lift that left knee for a little bit more strength work. Keep your navel drawn in, gaze looks forward down. And then release your knee. If you lifted it, raise your body up. And you're going to toe heel your right foot back through center. And then inhale, shift your hips back, straightening through that right leg for your half split. Keep your foot flexed. Long spine. Stay here or deepen into the stretch on this right leg by taking your hands on the outside of your right calf. So you're going to get it into your IT band. This is a really good stretch, especially if you're a big runner. Use your breath, come back through center, back through to your low lunge, and step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, full breath out. When you're ready, inhale, step your left foot forward, right knee down. Taking your hands inside your left foot, you're going to toe heel your left foot out so that the left toes are facing to a diagonal. You might want to walk that right knee back a little bit just to give yourself a little space. And then depending on how tight your hips are, maybe you stay up here, pressing against that left thigh just to get a little bit deeper stretch. Or you can begin to lower yourself down onto your forearms. And feel free to play around here, find out what feels the best for you. And if you want to up it just a little bit more, just lifting that right knee off of the mat. Lower your knee if it's been lifted, raise your body up if it's not already, and then walk that left foot back through the center of your mat. Hands frame your left foot. As you inhale, shift your hips back, straightening through the left leg to come to your half split. And I always need to kind of adjust that back knee just a little bit to give myself space to be long. So feel free, again, just kind of play around here. Find what feels good for your body. Staying here or taking that deeper stretch coming into this twist. I can really feel it on this side. I think I'm tight on this side. Hopefully you guys are feeling this too. Go ahead and release back through center. Coming back to that low lunge, step back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Slowly walk your feet to meet your hands. We're gonna come back to that forward fold at the top of our mats. Once you arrive, inhale, arms circle up overhead, palms touch at the top, and exhale, hands down to your heart. Bring your big toes to touch, legs zip together. Inhale, fingertips high. Exhale, hips shift back. Inhale up, exhale, release. Inhale up, exhale, release. Last time up, exhale to chair pose. Hands come to your hips, inhale up, and then slowly begin to lift your right foot. So your knee is coming to about a 90-degree angle. Draw your navel in, and then slowly step your right foot back, coming to warrior one. So that right heel is anchored down onto your mat, right toes at a 45-degree angle, hips level, hip points facing forward, nice lunge in your left knee. Draw your belly in, and inhale, arms high. 3 breaths here. Let's do another 3 breaths, flowing with movement. So as you inhale, you're going to straighten that front leg. Exhale, sweep your arms behind you as your knee bends for 1. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Arms back up. Draw your hands through heart center and to your hips. Pivot on that back foot and slowly come back to that bent knee. Finding a focal point to focus on. Staying here or taking your right knee and guiding it over to the side. tuck the hips or the tailbone down slightly, keeping your hand on your hip or out to a T. Notice if anything's bubbling up. Try to stay present. And then go ahead, bring your knee back through center. And then again, step that foot behind you. This time shortening your stance, so you're about maybe 3 to 4 feet away from your heel. You're gonna level off your hips, hands to your hips as you inhale high, and exhale, hinge forward, pause, and then lower all the way down for pyramid pose. So hands can come to your calf, ankle, the mat. You can keep them lifted on your hips. You can put a slight bend in that front knee if you need to. Just try to keep your hips as level as you can. The slight bend in your front knee, hands come back to your hips, slowly bring yourself up to stand. We're gonna step that right foot up, and then inhale, arms up, exhale, chair pose. 2 more times up, chair pose. Last time, chair pose. Hands up, hands through heart center, then to your waist. As you raise that left knee, pause for balance. Relax your shoulders, navel draws in, and then step left foot back, warrior one. Take a moment to make any adjustments that you need. And once you arrive, fingertips to the sky, 3 breaths, breathing into our warrior one. See if with each exhale you can deepen into that front leg. Let's take another breath. And then let's take our flow. So as we inhale, straighten through that front leg, exhale, sweep, hands back. Slowly up, exhale down. Last time up, exhale, release. Hands back through warrior one, down through your heart, back to your hips. Pivot on that back foot, and knee draws up. Pausing here. And then staying here or taking your left knee, opening out towards the side. Our hand can stay at your hip, our arm can reach out to the side, opposite direction. Find that focal point. Use your breath. And then hand comes back to your hip, knee draws in, and then step that left foot back again, shorter stance. Level off your hips, preparing for pyramid. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, pause, lengthen, and release down to pyramid. You can Continue breathing here. Release any tension in your head, neck, and shoulders. Allow your head to drop, feel heavy. Keeping your hips as level as possible. And a slight bend in the right knee, hands to your hips as you raise your body back up to stand. Step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale, arms circle up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hinge from the hips back to forward fold. This time, half lift, hands come to your shins or upper thighs, lengthen through your back for a breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your hands back down to your mat and step your feet back to your high or supported plank. Last time, breathe in, belly in, and exhale, slowly release down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you arrive, take your hands out in front of you. You're going to stack your right hand on top of your left, making a little pillow for your forehead. Rest your forehead on your hands, and as you inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. 2 more times each side. Inhale up and down. Left leg lifts. Release. Last time. And on your next inhale, both legs lift. And then using your breath, allow your fingertips to reach out in front of you. Press your pubic bone down to your mat, lengthen through your fingertips, through your feet, and release. Take a moment to lay one cheek on your mat. Take your hips a little bit from side to side. You can also take the feet, windshield wipe them from side to side. And when you're ready, take your body back to child's pose. So either knees together, forehead down, or opening up your knees towards your mat, belly, forehead down towards your mat. Take any movement that you need here. Loosen out that low back. When you're ready, bring yourself back up, and we're going to transition to be seated on our mats. And if you've got your strap or towel or whatever prop you're using, go ahead and grab that. We're going to start with our right leg straight, foot flexed. Left foot is going to come to the right inner thigh. You're going to take your strap and place it around the upper pad of your foot. And then hold on, depending on what you're using, you may need to wrap it around your hands a few times. But hold on closer to where your foot is. Flex your foot, inhale for length, and as you exhale, lower yourself over your right leg. So the strap is just helping us get a little bit deeper. It's allowing us to get a little bit more tension. Again, not necessary, but it's kind of nice. We're going to hold this stretch for a little bit longer. So with each hold, each breath you take out, you'll start to feel, hopefully, a little bit more release. hold each stretch for about 30 seconds or so. And again, to release yourself back up. And we'll take that over to the other side. So left leg lengthens, right foot to the inner thigh. Make sure that your hips and your shoulders are squared off, facing that foot. Keeping your foot flexed and then just taking that strap behind your foot. Inhale, lengthen through your back body as you exhale, fold over. I encourage you to breathe here. Really notice the sensations of each side, each stretch. Noticing if you can go a little bit deeper if you need to back off. And slowly bring yourself back up. Straighten out your right foot to meet your left. Feet flexed. Taking that band again behind your feet. Inhale and exhale, deepening forward in your forward fold. Slowly raise your body back up. And then bring your strap over to the side, bending your knees, and we'll come to lay flat on our mat. Starting with the right leg, taking our strap, placing it on the bottom of your foot, keeping that left knee bent, left foot grounding down into your mat. Inhale to lengthen through your right leg. So toes are going to point towards you. There should be a real nice stretch here all the way down the back of your leg. Relax your shoulders. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. You can keep your left knee bent or begin to slide that left heel down your mat, straightening through your left leg. Taking your strap into your right hand, place your left hand onto your hip and slowly begin to open up that right foot to the side. So depending on how flexible or how much flexibility you have in your hip, you can kind of decide if you want to stay up higher, or you can lower your hand down that strap a little bit and allow that foot to come closer to the floor. You just want to keep that left hip grounded into your mat so your hips are level. It's nice to get into that hip joint. And then with control, you're going to slowly bring your right foot up, bending your left knee. Go ahead and remove the strap and place your right ankle over your left thigh for our supine pigeon or figure four. And then maybe take a moment just to rock a little bit from side to side. And then we'll take your right foot, place it onto your mat, grabbing for your strap, and we'll take that stretch on the other side. So strap comes behind your left foot. It's a tongue twister. And go ahead and straighten through your left leg, toes point towards your face. Your low back is glued to your mat. Just see as we hold the stretch for a little bit longer, if you can get that release where you can just go a little bit deeper. And know that flexibility can change day by day, depending on what your activity levels are for the day, or if you've been sitting for a long time or in the car for a long time, might be tighter. So it is a practice, it is something to work on, but don't be discouraged if it feels different from each practice. And we're going to start to lengthen through that right leg, so straightening the right leg down, and then pulling that left foot a little bit closer if you can with that strap. And then keeping the strap in your left hand, right hand comes to anchor that right hip as you begin to lower that left foot out towards the side. Getting right into that left hip there. And then slowly bring your foot back up through center, bending your right knee. Remove the strap from your left foot, place it to the side, and left ankle crosses over right thigh. And And feel free to add a little bit of movement here if that feels good. And then draw both knees in towards your chest. Keeping a hold of your right knee, lower your left leg back down onto your mat. Hug your knee up towards your armpit, and then guide that right knee up and over left leg for supine twist. Right arm can come to T or cactus. Gaze can look up or over to the right. And when you're ready, back through center. Left knee draws up to meet the right, and let's switch out the legs. Big squeeze, that left knee comes up towards your armpit, and then guide your knee over your right leg, taking your twist. Feel free to bump a little bit over to the left side, give yourself some more space. Close your eyes and breathe. Slowly bring yourself back through center. Right knee to meet the left. Give yourself a squeeze. And exhale, allow your legs, arms to come down onto your mat. Coming into final resting pose, Shavasana. So get out any last wiggles that you need. Close your eyes. Allow your breath to slow. And I will bring you back shortly. staying here. Or if you're ready, begin to invite movement into your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, rolling out wrists and ankles. Maybe slowly taking your head from one side and then the other. And then slowly roll yourself over to one side, pausing, maybe drawing your knees up towards your stomach, fetal position. And then with intention, slowly return to your mat in a seated position. And when you arrive, 2 big shoulder rolls again, shoulders up towards the ears, down your back body. Again, up towards your ears and down your back body. Bringing your hands to your heart and bowing your head. Thank you again for allowing me to guide you in today's practice. I always look forward to coming here on Tuesdays and sharing my afternoon with you. Just a reminder, we do have now Saturday classes at La Mesa, so please feel free to check that out. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you find some stillness in all the chaos. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Namaste. Thank you guys again. Have a great night. Hope to see you soon. Always a pleasure. Thank you.